Hi, this is Healthy Test Kitchens and I'm Jane. I'm a health practitioner and author of a new cookbook about healthy desserts. Today I'd like to show you how to make chocolate-covered strawberries in a new way. It's a delightful treat that looks really difficult. Everybody loves these because chocolate-covered strawberries are about love. This recipe uses raw chocolate, which is the #1 highest antioxidant food on earth, but only when it's sugar-free and raw. My mother's recipe for chocolate strawberries takes hours to make because you have to melt and temper the chocolate with a candy thermometer. Some recipes are a lot easier. They call for microwaving chocolate chips and dipping the strawberries. That sounds like fun, but how healthy is that? Store-bought chocolate chips are full of sugar, and the chocolate is mixed with so many other things and processed at high heat. We know that high temperatures destroy enzymes in food. Recent medical research says that microwaving destroys 60 to 90% of the nutrients in foods. So, what's a better way to make chocolate-covered strawberries? Here at Healthy Test Kitchens, we think outside the box to reinvent our favorite comfort foods easier, tastier, and healthier. We're using raw chocolate, simply mixed together with healthy sweeteners and organic strawberries. This takes just a few minutes to make, and it can actually add to your health. This recipe is an original from my book. The free preview is under your screen in YouTube. Like most of my recipes, this one is gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy-free, chemical-free, raw, vegan, and delicious. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, or if you just want healthy food, this is a delightful and easy treat. So first, I'm going to mix the raw chocolate sauce in a warm water bath. Then I'm going to dip the strawberries into the sauce, and then I'm going to taste them. To keep this chocolate sauce warm, I'm going to fill the pan with boiling water, and I just want the bottom of the bowl to be touching the boiling water. So you can judge your amount. That's good. So this is like a double boiler, but it's not very hot. It's just warm. So we're protecting the nutrients and the enzymes in the chocolate. Start with 1/3 cup of a healthy sweetener. I'm going to show you a few sweeteners, and you can choose which one you like the best. Table sugar is a toxin that leaches nutrients from the body in order to maintain a life-sustaining pH in your blood. So although sugar gives you energy, it takes away even more. That's why doctors say sugar promotes accelerated aging. So what sweetener is best? If you're a beginner to healthy desserts, I'm calling that level 1. I suggest xylitol, a delicious fermented sugar. You can buy it in any grocery. If you're intermediate, that's level 2. You can order even better sweeteners online. Today, I'm using a chicory root sweetener called Just Like Sugar. This is the tabletop version in the green bag. Chicory root is often used in Cajun coffee blends. You can order Just Like Sugar online at the link below your screen. Now, add 2 tablespoons boiling filtered water. Good. Add 1 tablespoon melted palm oil. So we have a warm sugar mixture, and I'm going to stir so that the sugar crystals dissolve. Now, add a dash of vanilla. Good. Now, we add a 1/4 cup of raw cacao powder. This is beautiful, real, raw cacao. It isn't processed Dutch cocoa or heat-treated baker's chocolate. This is real, 100% raw cacao in powder. It tastes rich and delicious. You can find it in any healthy grocery or online. There you go. Now mix until this is smooth and creamy. It's slightly warm, But at this point, I think we can sweeten to taste. If you're experienced with healthy desserts, that's level 3, where you can blend your sweeteners to create just the right flavor for you. So I'm going to add a tablespoon of my favorite yummy sweetener, which is yacon syrup. This is a South American syrup that tastes something like caramel or molasses. This is optional. It's low glycemic and delicious. Find it in Whole Foods markets or food co-ops or online at the links below. Now I'm going to try to mix it. It's too thick, and I'm just going to add a little bit more water. I don't want to add too much. If it's too thick, when we dip the strawberries, there'll be too much gunky stuff. And if it's too thin, the chocolate will slip right off. So this is looking pretty good. Okay, this looks pretty good. It's very thick. You see that? It's quite thick, but it will adhere. So now we're ready to dip the strawberries. These strawberries have been washed and dried carefully. I'm using organic strawberries because strawberries are the #1 most important food to buy organic. That's because their delicate skins absorb more pesticides than any other food. And we'd like to reduce our intake of toxins, so always buy your strawberries organic. It's also important to dry these strawberries completely or the chocolate won't adhere. And the last tip I'll mention is try to choose strawberries that can stand up straight without falling over. These look pretty stable. They need to be able to stand upright on their own. Okay, let's dip. So I'm going to take the strawberry by the green part and dip it halfway into the chocolate. There you go. Now I'm going to flip it over, spread the leaves, and put it on my serving plate. That's it. That's all there is to it. Now, as we do them, there's a few tricks. Try to keep the chocolate off your fingers. Ha! If you're working with children, well, just have a good time. Now, because we put palm oil in the chocolate mixture, it will cool and it will actually harden a bit so that when you pick up the strawberries, your fingers don't get messy. Now, if you want, you can clean the point off with your whisk, and sometimes it makes a nice point so that as it cools, that sticks straight up. So, and when you put them down on the plate, try not to touch the other strawberries. This smells so delicious. I smell the vanilla and the raw cacao. Some of the chocolate-covered strawberries that you buy in the stores have paraffin in them. But you don't need that if you're making it at home, and you don't really want to eat paraffin. But just a little bit of palm oil does the trick. Now I'm going to put this down in the middle, and this is going to be the tricky one if I can do it without touching the others. There! We did it! Okay, there they are, your chocolate-covered strawberries. Aren't they beautiful? Now, you can put these in the fridge to chill, and the surface will harden so you can handle them without getting your hands messy. But they look awfully good. I think it's time to taste. Let me just try this one. It's still a little bit soft. Mm. 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 Oh my goodness. This is a serious chocolate strawberry. This is not one of those wimpy milk chocolate mixtures. I taste a strong hit of deep, dark chocolate, sweet and creamy. This is intense chocolate that at the same time is very mellow and smooth. I also taste juicy, refreshing strawberry. I'm just going to eat the whole thing with the leaves and all. Mmm! 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 Delicious. I want you to try this recipe. Find it underneath your YouTube video screen when you click Show More. This is a really easy, elegant dessert that looks much more difficult than it is. And it's also healthy. Gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy-free, chemical-free, vegan raw, and very high in antioxidants. And it's irresistible because chocolate-covered strawberries are about love. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, this is a great low glycemic dessert. If you don't have any of those diseases, but you just like healthy food, these are loaded with natural antioxidants. Their flavor and whole nutrients are intact because we made them at a low temperature. And now I have to get back to work, but I'd like to leave you with one thought. The healthiest foods are untreated foods closest to their original natural form. We just made a healthy treat without high heat. You can always protect the raw flavor and nutrients by preparing food at low temperatures. The higher the heat, the more nutrients are destroyed. Think how much nutrition is lost in prepared foods and microwave foods. You can make delicious desserts with a variety of healthy sweeteners, and there's simply no need to use table sugar. And raw chocolate is one of the healthiest foods you can eat, but only when it's completely sugar-free and raw. Thank you for joining me at Healthy Test Kitchens, where we think outside the box to reinvent our favorite comfort foods easier, tastier, and healthier. Come see me at quantumbodyhealing.com. And next week, I'll be making flan with dulce de leche, a traditional Latino dessert, but I'll be making it in a new way without sugar, eggs, or milk. Is this possible? Come see for yourself. Bye-bye.